trust no one.
What an important lesson EA is teaching us with this trailer. Trust no one, including EA. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys haven't seen the new Star Wars trailer, I actually urge you guys to go. I'm going to have it linked in the top comment or in the description somewhere down below. The trailer itself is amazing, and we're going to get into it here. My name is Bigfry. Shout out to the subscribers. Thank you guys for clicking on the video. This trailer has gotten me feeling a certain type of way. As a Star Wars fan, I am incredibly psyched to see a single-player, story-driven Star Wars project. I feel like we need more of these, and I know a lot of people are feeling that same way. As somebody who knows how EA functions and how EA operates, this trailer is all smoke and mirrors. And I don't know how to feel about it because, yes, it's a single-player, story-driven Star Wars game. Yes, it has one of the writers from KOTOR 2 writing the story, working on the game. Yes, all of these things. Yes, it's made by Respawn, not DICE. Yes, I love that. But all of those things, for me at least, do not outweigh the fact that EA has its hands on it. Now, EA has come out on Twitter. This was posted yesterday to a response to the Jedi Fallen Order artwork, which, by the way, looks really fucking good. No microtransactions, no loot boxes, and no, we won't be adding them. A single-player Star Wars story for those of you who are ready to become a Jedi. Amazing response. Amazing crowd control. Amazing damage control. But do you believe them? Personally, I don't. I personally think that at launch, this game isn't going to have the microtransactions or the loot boxes, but I feel shortly after the game comes out and everybody buys into it, all the YouTubers get their review codes, and everybody is talking about how great this game is, there's going to be a system implemented into this game probably very similar to the likes of Dead Space. If you guys remember when Dead Space 3 launched, they had the microtransactions where you could buy all of the junk and scrap to customize weapons and gear. You could just buy that with real money. We saw what they did with Battlefront 2, when everybody was so mad that they put loot crates and microtransactions and basically pay-to-win elements into the game. Everyone raged. You guys remember the most downvoted Reddit comment in history? EA did that. And then they took them out as a little bit of crowd control, a little bit of damage control, got the numbers back up, and they put them back in. It'd be different if this was the second chance that we were giving EA, but to be honest with you guys, over the years, EA has burned a lot of people. And whether or not it's by BioWare's hand with Anthem or Mass Effect Andromeda, or by DICE's with the Battlefield 5 microtransactions that we just saw implemented there last week, or Battlefront 2's microtransactions, or the fact that they are willing to bypass Belgian gaming laws and still implement loot crates into games. There are laws being made to protect people from EA products. Let's just fucking think about that for 1 second. We had articles a couple of years ago when EA came out and said that they think that single-player games are dead. They think that the live as a service, the multiplayer, very easily monetizable content is where it's going. They obviously didn't say the monetizable thing, but when they say that single-player games are dead, when you look around the landscape and realize that the games that are getting Game of the Year, the games that are dominating the PlayStation 4 console, they're all single-player experiences. All of the best experiences that people have gotten this generation, in my opinion, have been in single-player, and good for them. Last generation with the PS3 and the 360, multiplayer reigns supreme, outside of obviously your sprinkled in games like God of War and Last of Us and Uncharted. But this time around, we have so many great single-player experiences that for EA to actually come out and say that they're dead because they want to perpetuate the notion of monetizable multiplayer content. And we've seen it. Anthem, their Battlefields, their Battlefronts, every game that EA has had their hands in has been monetized in some fucking way. So with regards to EA and microtransactions, actions speak louder than words here. Your track record is dog shit, And I would hope that this is the turning point that it takes EA to finally realize that all you have to do is create a good project and not try to gouge their consumers, and you'll be back in the good graces. But let me tell you this, there is no fucking way that EA is going to leave that money on the table. There's no way. They are going to get it from you in some way. Now, let's talk about what we saw in this trailer. That was 5 minutes of me ranting about EA. Let's get into the trailer. So we know now that this is taking place after the Jedi Purge, Revenge of the Sith, and apparently we're going to be meeting a character named Cal Kestis, who I guess managed to escape the Jedi Cull, the Jedi Purge, and attempted to stay alive while completing his training. So the game is going to be focused a lot on lightsaber combat and force abilities, and in this trailer you see him using some of these abilities when he's like wall running and then jumps and then like moves the ledge to kind of catch him, and then you can see as he's kind of like getting attacked, he like holds this like spinning, I'm guessing it's like a big fan, like a windmill, he like holds it in place. So there's a lot of the force power used here in this trailer. It has a very gritty look to it. In one of the scenes where he's walking down the street, you can get a glimpse of the area he's walking in. It reminds me a lot of Rogue One, which in my opinion is one of the best Star Wars movies to ever come out. So the fact that we might be getting a darker storyline Star Wars game just makes me really happy. I'm warm inside thinking about the possibilities of this storyline. We know it's going to be canon, which is awesome. I'm excited to play through the story. I mentioned earlier that the story was worked on by one of the KOTOR 2 writers, and I just discovered now that the game is being helmed by God of War 3 director Stig Asmussen. I think I'm pronouncing that right. God of War 3 was one of my favorite games on the PlayStation 3. The thing about God of War compared to this, God of War had a narrative, but I feel like God of War was built on the destruction. Kratos just fucking shit up, pulling people's heads off. But God of War 3 had a quality about it that not a lot of games at the time had, and I feel like if this game has that attention to detail in the quality, the visual, the art style, the color palette, and from what we're seeing, granted it is a cinematic trailer, this could have that kind of quality combined with KOTOR writing. This has the potential to be one of the best Star Wars games ever created. But for the love of God, do not pre-order this title. EA needs to prove themselves so bad right now. They need a win. They've lost BioWare at this point with Anthem and Mass Effect. Respawn is doing great with Apex Legends. That's a battle royale. This is a lot bigger of an undertaking in my opinion. And with Disney absolutely breathing down EA's neck to deliver, they need this game to pop. And I'm hoping, as a Star Wars fan, as somebody who has been waiting for this for so long, I'm hoping that they deliver. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I'm very curious. This is something just a long time in the making after numerous cancellations. We lost 1313, but we're here. We're finally seeing it. November 15th, 2019. This year, guys. This is it. We're here. We made it. My name is Bigfry. If you guys enjoyed the content, make sure you were liking and share this video on social media, on Facebook and Twitter. I see it every time you guys tag me in a post. I appreciate it so fucking much, guys. Thank you all for the support. My name is Bigfry, and I'll see you on the next one.